I'm out hunting for sage for bowdrill work, and got some pieces here already. The thing you have to look for is get a little bit thicker than the spindle would be for sure, because it's so curvy and gnarly that you have to carve it down. This I got for a hearth. But I was noticing this piece right here too. Not too dead. What you want to find is a straight piece, and this looks like a good piece I can cut right here. So just looking for dead stuff, of course. I found this bone that looked cool for a bow drill. A little bit, it's a rib bone, a little short, but kind of fun. And I'm going to go over this direction over here. I don't know if you can see in the sunlight, but there's a bunch of dead sage over that way. And what you got to look for is bigger pieces and as straight as you possibly can. I'm going to cut this piece up and kind of show you how I do it. Got to cut it so that it makes it straight. And you got a curve in it there, so you want to take off the backside. Surprising how straight of pieces you can get from this stuff. Yeah, it's starting to look straight already there. Just take more off of each side. Make it round. When you get it down so far, then you should use your knife for the smooth part in the center, or you might get too carried away with the axe. And start whittling away so that you get her smooth, at least halfway. I'll turn this back on, and when I get it nice and smooth for you. Okay, I got my spindle done, and here it is. It is a little long, so in wearing it down though a little bit, you might just leave it that way. I made the pointed end where there was a cavity here because I didn't want that going into the hearthboard, and this end's the hearthboard end. So made a nice one, and sage is really good for bow drill. And so that's one piece done. I know it doesn't look real smooth, but you don't need to have it super smooth for bow drill. But that's sage. The sage has a number of good qualities besides being really dry for firewood in the desert. You can make tinder bundles with them off the bark, and I oftentimes use the bark as the secondary layer and then use the cheatgrass as the primary. and it makes a great tinder bundle with the grass catching on and then the bark continuing. It is a great bundle, a good tinder. So sage is also, you can make everything for bowdrill with the sage itself. The bow, your tinder, your spindle, and this will make a good hearth. Just flatten that out more, and you got her. The Indians, Native Americans, used to use sage, and they still do. They burn it in their sweat lodges a lot of times for medicinal purposes and spiritual reasons. So sage has been around for a long time, and I love it because I'm in a desert country primarily where I live here, and so I got all the pieces necessary for a fire, a bowdrill fire, whatever I might need if I'm not prepared. Of course, you see I got stuff with me and ready to go, but if you want a good wood for bowdrill, fire purposes, tinder, then sage is the way to go, or one of the good ways here in this area. I'm finishing this video out. I came back here when it was a little bit cooler, and I got my long spindle that I made and the hearth board, and I got it burned in already. I got my tinder bundle over here of sage and grass, so we'll see what happens. Looking pretty good. I'm kicking up dirt and stuff on it. Not good. May have a false ember, we're not sure here. Doesn't look bad though. A little punk lid on it. Yeah, we got one. I don't know how good. Grow just a little bit. Get some of that punk wood on there, and that really helps get it going. I haven't ever had that much trouble with sage going, so we stand a good chance. The wind's starting up here, which makes it good and bad. I'm going to have to go to the other side over here. Okay, here's my bundle. I got sage in the bottom and grass on the top. little bit of time there. Yep, I see I dropped a coal down here. There we go. When you hear it crackling like that, you know you got things going good. That sage might be a little bit damp, but I'll zoom in on it for you. There you go. That's sage, and it makes a real good tinder. As you can see, the sage right here still got coals going on in it. The grass is stopped after I stomped it out, but the set right here, both sage and both gathered here, right here in the spot, and I used a piece of juniper for the bow. So sage is really good out in the desert. I can't emphasize it enough for tinder, bow drill, fire starting with just tinder here with other types of means, and then the Native Americans, of course, use sage, the more green sage, for medicinal purposes, and I think it's used here and there in other ways too. But there's plenty of it. That's the cool part, and it's always dry if it hasn't rained right away. Thank you.